Imagine this. You are thrown into a room and told you cannot leave until you have created the thinnest material ever known. Not only that, it must also be the strongest, the best thermal conductor, and as good in conducting electricity as copper. I know it sounds hopeless, but luckily you might know something about nanotechnology from school that might help you. What is nanotechnology, you might ask? Well, it's the use of nanoparticles or particles the size of 10 atoms. That is 1 billionth of a meter. It may not look like it, but I am creating one of the strongest and most versatile materials on Earth, graphene. You have probably heard about it because it made huge news when it was first discovered in 2004.
Global race for graphene.
You know, it's not just limited to one little thing.
One
it
of the
seems to be
greatest
extraordinary.
discoveries
Graphene
of the
could be
21st
the
century.
key to a lot of mind-blowing technology.
Ever since it was first discovered, graphene has been hailed as one of the most important breakthroughs in materials since the plastic revolution more than a century ago. It's 1,000,000 times thinner than human hair but 200 times stronger than steel. The early predictions were that graphene would almost immediately enable the kind of products and technologies we thought exists only in sci-fi movies. Graphene is fundamentally a single layer of graphite, the material we use to make pencils. But instead of having a three-dimensional crystalline structure like graphite, graphene is two-dimensional, meaning it's just one carbon atom thick, and the atoms are arranged in a hexagonal lattice or a honeycomb arrangement. This structure is important because it allows each carbon atom to be covalently bonded to the three around it, and this makes strong bonds, one of the main reasons why graphene is strong and stable. It was extracted in the lab by the two researchers Andrea Game and Kostya Novoslov at the University of Manchester in the UK. They used just a hunk of graphite and using scotch tape to peel off layer after layer after layer. Game and Novoslov analyzed what was left on the tape and found graphene from graphite. One of the most promising applications is using graphene quantum dots for drug delivery, which saw interest from many researchers in the biomedical sector. Another application from the biomedical sector is graphene brain implants, where a startup is developing an electrotherapy implant that sits within the cavity left behind after the existing brain tumor is removed via surgery. From here, it delivers treatment directly to the residual cancer cells, and because there is no pain receptors in the brain, it is completely painless and there is no side effects. And because the device is implanted, it overcomes the quality of life issues associated with the existing technology and electrotherapy implant. This graphene implant is very important for patients who are diagnosed with glioblastoma cancer, which is the most common and most lethal type of brain cancer. This cancer has no cure and survival rates are very low. Therefore, the implant is important to save millions of lives because the electrotherapy must be applied on the residual cancer cells. Graphene's high durability and heat conductive properties make it an excellent material for a variety of protective equipment like helmets with coated exterior shells. According to the company that makes them, the presence of graphene improves the distribution of any impact force. Nanotubes made of graphene can also be used to filter salt from seawater, providing millions of people with fresh water. Finally, I think that graphene has a lot of important applications due to its superior properties. However, lack of mass production techniques and high cost of production makes it very hard for graphene to leave the lab.
Graphene is my best bet for the next disruptive technology.